as usual. Um, the only thing I like in Facebook better is you can invite your friends. And a lot of people depend on me reminding them when I'm live on Facebook. So when I first start, if you ever noticed, I'm always sending out the friends things, letting them know I'm live. And even though for years I went live pretty much the same time now, I still have to remind some people. I I get new people to my YouTube all the time that happen to stumble across this live or my live, and I welcome you. You know, I'm going on an 11-year advocate on the benefits of cannabis and hemp, and how no one should be in jail for cannabis, state or federal. Um, Nobody should actually have a record or from a charge for it, and it definitely don't need to be in a class 1 or 2 narcotic at all. Maybe a 5, if that. I don't think until they prove what narcotics in it that it should be allowed in a narcotic. Drug, yes, but aspirin's a drug. Alcohol's a drug, but they're not narcotics. So we need to get away from that narcotic thing. They're using that simply for gun control, or it could be used for that. They had it a class 1 narcotic in the beginning when Mr. Nixon did that for us, so nobody could research the plant and publish the outcome without violating patent laws and stuff, because the government held the medical patent, for something that to this day they declare has no medical value. Kind of the biggest oxymoron ever, isn't it? Oh, well, that would be our government. Hopefully there's a man in office that's going to change all that now. I'm sure Mr. Trump knows about me or has heard about me or something about me. It would be kind of really strange and unusual if not, because I've been close enough, that you could have spit on the car when they went by, when they were in Topeka. Of course, I'd never do that. I'm just saying that's how close I was. Hey, what's up? Oh, hey, I'm having a great, wonderful day. Yes, I am. I don't know from the writing, but hello, how you doing? My legal name's 420 Jim, my friend. If you understand English. I always like and seeing people from other countries and stuff. That's wonderful. See, I spent 11 years driving around in my RV. I'll show you the RV in a minute. Let me take a hit. I drove around the United States for 10 years. Fighting to get our cannabis prisoners out of jail and federal legalization. My legal name is 420 Jim, but let me show you something. Let me show you what I drive. It's got a new paint job and a new name. But for 10 years, I drove it around with a different name. And I let people draw all over it, tag it, everywhere I stopped. I've been in 36 states, 10 years on the road. Now it's got a new paint job. Same thing though. Everybody needs a little Jesus. Hang on. Brand new paint job. Now, when I go to DC and back this year, it'll have thousands and thousands of signatures on it again. But this is what I've done with the last 11 years of my life. I'm 66. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Of course, we all know alcohol kills. Jesus saves. There's an actual petition to Donald J. Trump and members of Congress. You can take a picture of that, screenshot it, and help me get all the cannabis prisoners out, because no one belongs in jail for weed. That one is for elder abuse. We shouldn't be abusing our elder. If you'd like to find me on Facebook, or just type in my legal name, FOURTWENTYJIM. Remember, cannabis heals. No one belongs in jail for weed. We all need a little Jesus. Marijuana heals. Isn't that funny how that plays in them crosses? Cannabis, marijuana, and alcohol all play in my crosses. Isn't that kind of unique? And I'll show you something else for those you don't know. It's going to blow your mind in a minute. Someone made a $20 donation and had me put that one cross plus 3 nails equal 4 given. Real good friend of mine named Sean. He might be on here some part, you never know. But, damn. It's a little cold outside. Message restricted. Why? I don't know why. Well, Firefly, they restricted your message, so evidently it wasn't a good one. Ah, shucks. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And while I'm out there, and what it means on the RV about everybody needs a little Jesus, yeah, I when I see people this year, one eye or both eyes, no pun intended, because I'm having surgery on this one again. I'm going to give them a little Jesus. So, that's my intention. Yeah. I didn't even get to see the message that they restricted, but it was probably from one of my trolls. I wonder if restricted messages count. Because, you know, every time somebody interacts with your thing, whether it's good comments, bad comments, or just mediocre conversation, every time we do something, it gets the algorithm's attention. That's why I really won't argue back and forth with trolls or nothing. But if they want to sit on here and just keep capping the T's like drugs are bad and all kinds of stupid things, I'll let them. Because every time they cap the key, it shows how educated they are, and it actually helps spread the videos. So, woohoo! But so anybody got any questions, comments, complaints, concerns that I can help you out with? I mean, I'll tell you how serious I am. Like I say, I'm on a 11-year cannabis mission now. I started March 1st of 2014. And I don't just talk the talk. I walk the walk. In 2019, the judge legally declared my name to be 420 Jim. 420 Jim is my legal name. So, if you really wanted to have fun, go on Google and type in my name. Thank you, Chris. Go into Google and type in my name. You can put 420 JIM, or you can spell it out like the judge did. Either one, it don't matter. And you scroll. Oh yeah, there's a couple hundred stories about me. Most of them are true. I held the very first cannabis event ever done at Mount Rushmore. My co-host was Ross Don Meeks. I did a march on Washington, D.C. the last year Obama was in office. Back when Trump first ran for office, all the bikers was behind him. Remember that? Well, they had me come down to Merle's Inlet to the Suck Bang Blow bar, and I was there for the 10-day biker rally for Trump back then. I didn't get no invite this time from the bikers or nobody, or I would have showed up. But that's how long I've been out here fighting. No one belongs in jail for weed. No one. And we've had some changes. Trump last term, he lightened the laws where some people got some early time federally. That helped a couple people I know personally. But he didn't release them. Some states have released the state prisoners. That's cool. Any state that's got pot, they shouldn't have a pot prisoner in jail, unless they're doing something like with alcohol. You can't drive, under the influence, something like that. But nobody should be in jail, and nobody should have a record for marijuana like back in the day. They want to keep it a class 1 or a class 2 because it takes away your right to bear arms and ammunition. And I can prove this. Remember, marijuana right now is still a class 1 narcotic, and Biden kept promising to knock it down to a class 2. And he started a committee this year to do that, but they've never made a decision. But class 2 don't work because Hunter Biden, he got messed up in the gun and ammunition thing just by signing the paper. And he was known to have and to use what? Cocaine. Well, class 1 is more than a class 2. So if they busted the president's son over that bullshit, if they wanted to right now, an hour from now, next week, whatever, they could come in and get everybody's guns under that alone with cannabis. They got plenty of lists with all these doctors, the people that went and bought a medical card for something the federal government says has no medical value. To me, that was just crazy. See your local guy. He don't care about your gun rights, and he ain't gonna charge you tax. But these people, they do. Every year they buy them cards and stuff. And even in the legal states, they give them a little bit more of a discount if they have a medical card. I guess that's kind of like having a Kroger card or something, Special members get a discount. I don't know. But it should have never been taken away. Jack Herrera is correct about the only thing that can save this planet. Weather, oil, all that stuff, all the big stuff would be hemp, marijuana. Absolutely. They want to build these new super cities and shit. We'll make them out of hempcrete. Yeah, get rid of plastic. Use all hemp. Hemp plastic is biodegradable. Henry Ford built the hemp car, an actual car that was built out of straw, basil, and hemp mixed with a resin, and it was 10 times stronger than steel and 1,000 pounds lighter. And he proved that 1 acre of marijuana could be turned into 300 gallons of fuel. So quit worrying about drilling. I know why Trump changed the name, or he's going to change the name. That was a very good chess move on his part, you got to admit. Because Biden made the ban that you can't drill in the Gulf of Mexico. And he'd have to go through Congress and everything else to get that changed. But if it's no longer the Gulf of Mexico, but the Gulf of America, there's no such ban, no such order. Drilling can start immediately. Me personally, I don't think we should have any drilling in our oceans for anything. That's just my personal thought. You can get enough out of it on land and use hemp oil like we did years ago. All of our paint, our varnish, oils and stuff was made from the hemp plant, the marijuana plant. I got a violation. President Trump, either he's lying or TikTok and Facebook is lying. I put a post on both. I want to know which one of the three are liars. Is it the president, Mr. Trump, which signed the thing saying that, we have the freedom of speech and all? I would think that would count on these platforms, these internet platforms, especially since they demanded 50% of TikTok. So They should tell TikTok to quit getting their panties in the twist and editing my free speech. There was somebody, you know, when some people just ask the stupidest question. Well, no, he didn't ask. He made a statement on one of the Trump posts that first he's like, hey, you stupid people. He was cited, or he was convicted for insurrection, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's a total lie. He was not convicted for insurrection or anything like that. But he started out by, you know, you fools, you whatever, you know, he's da, da, da. So I simply put, are you that stupid, asking for a friend? You know, would it make a difference if I put asking for myself? But anyhow, like 5 seconds after I made that comment, I get a violation. And I go and I appeal it, and they upheld the violation. See, you can't even ask somebody if they're stupid without hurting their feelings on TikTok now. That's stupid as hell. And Facebook, they're still doing fact checking. They did that to me. And there's been a couple of times that they've restricted the messages. So, yeah. Which one of the three are lying? I think Facebook and TikTok are lying. I believe Mr. Trump, and I'll give him a little time to get these stories out, and maybe other people get pissed off and we all complain and he take care of it. But he promised, he signed the order, free speech. And I know nobody else probably will, and I really don't care, but I already sent my demand to TikTok and Facebook about free speech. Not that they're going to do anything about it, but if there's ever a lawsuit or something filed or whatever, I definitely will be part of that. I won't be left out. Personally, I'd love to go sue Mark Zuckerberg and YouTube both this year. And if I can make the money to get out to California after I get back from D.C., California, here I come, doo-dah, doo-dah. Then I'll come back home to Arizona. Well, how come no questions, comments, concerns, just listening to the old stoner talk? That's cool. Hey, let me introduce myself for the ones of you that don't know. I don't just talk to talk. Oops, sorry about that. I don't just talk to talk when it comes to cannabis. Watch this. Name, 420 Jim. How you like that? That's my legal driver's license too. See, old guy? Legal name is 420 Jim. So, that's why I started this YouTube channel this couple months, well, at the beginning of the year. And I've always been on Facebook. TikTok, they don't like what I wear. And I've got one troll idiot that reports all my videos for drugs and alcohol, even though they're never mentioned. TikTok, they say they review them. They put them back up one time, but he reports them again, and then they take them down. You can't appeal. So, I mean, I've lost 3 or 4 different TikTok accounts for not doing nothing wrong, but I still get violated. He got me kicked off of Facebook the other day. And they don't realize when they kick me off of Facebook, they can't terrorize me. Because a lot of their stuff they do is on the Facebook thing. So it was nice to have a little vacation from Facebook. It really was. But hey, being the stoner I am, I'm going to take another hit. Then we go outside. I'll show you what I drive across the United States. Now it does have a new paint job. It used to look similar to what it is now. But if you used to look up on the computer, Cannabus 2, Cannabus, and number 2, you'll see it. I happened to rename it this year when I repainted it. And it needed repainted because it had 10,000 of these on the body and stuff, you know. And I wasn't going to do a new mission. Hey, hello from, hey, Pothead Fred, how you doing? But after my eye surgery and all, I decided, you know what? Mr. Trump's going to win, which he did. And when I first started this was way back when Obama was in office. And I went to D.C. with a petition and asked him. He didn't do it. Now, I was at Trump's rally when he was first become president. But to me, it's just fitting to go back to D.C. with Trump in office. I know he's got to know about me. I know he's got to know I've been out here 10 years or better. So sign the petition. This is what it's about right here. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. You know, can't we all just get a bong? That's what it's about. But new paint job. And when I went ahead and repainted it, I went ahead and gave it a new name this year. Instead of Cannabus or Cannabus 2, I renamed it to the Cannabago. She's now called the Cannabago. Put a lot more crosses on it this year too. That's what got me saved. When I first started out, I had one cross on my vehicle on each side, so a total of 2. Oh, and the people, this was back in 2014, and people got burned out of shape about my cross. And then I started reading the Bible. So now I throw it back in their face, because I even got baptized this year. But Pothead, I don't know if you're still here or not. My legal name is 420 Jim, believe it or not. I showed my license all the time here on here. It's too cold to keep walking around out here. And someone told me they had my... I hope this don't kick me off. I got to meet the guy over here at the pool place. Let me grab another jacket to put on, because this one's kind of cool. Doggone. Well, I'm going to just have to go ahead and end this live, because I got to go meet someone to get a plug so I can have electricity. I'll be at Facebook at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time is 4:42, almost 5. So just a little over 2 hours. I'll be on Facebook. You can catch me there at 7 p.m. Hey, Mr. Sean, wished I could stay, but I got to go meet somebody to get my plug for my thing here. Hey, it was it. Go look, get out of the King James Bible. Get out of the King James Bible. That guy beheaded his mom. Well, hang on a minute. I'll stay on here. Hang on a minute. Let me walk over here just in case he's pulled up. Let me see if he's here. I don't think he's here yet. Hey, I should be right back in 1 second. Give me a second. Sorry about that. I had to answer his thing when. But one of the Black Canyon people here are supposed to be bringing me a 30 amp plug so I can fix my electric. But so far as praying, what I was going to say is King James had his mom beheaded. Okay, just keep that in mind. The one that ordered the Bible to be written all, King James Version. So I like to go to the Hebrew. Now, of course, I read the King James because I don't study Hebrew. But you go to the Hebrew, when it talks about the ingredients in the anointing oil, it tells you exactly what was in it. And one of the ingredients was marijuana. It's really called cannabosum. Hebrew word was cannabosum. We're not supposed to be putting smoke in our temple, but I did it with tobacco for many, many, many years. Oh, this guy's going to be here in 20 minutes, so that gives me time. I'll get out of the... Hang on. Oh, where we at? Oh, sorry about that. Whew, I can get back out of the wind. He's going to be 20 minutes out. Okay. Whew. Go back in and hit the can again. Woo-hoo. But yeah, it was actually weed and the cross that brought me back to Christ. I bounced around in foster homes. And, you know, I've been to the Pentecostal, the Baptist, I've been to all of them. And the worst thing you do is force someone to go. That's what I hated the most. But, I mean, I'd been to the Passion Play and all kinds of stuff. I was really trying to get into it as I was a kid. I was one of the Royal Rangers, you know, on the Wednesdays and go to the Christian campouts and all that. But then I got away from it. Well, thank you. Yeah, subscribing don't cost nothing, so please subscribe to the channel, people. It don't cost nothing. A like, a thumbs up, a thumbs down, a comment, all that helps. Watching, sharing. My Facebook, I've built that thing up so many times, they keep taking it away from me, just like TikTok. This is the first time the most lives and stuff I've done on YouTube. I tried it before, like last year, and people didn't just, you know, I don't know why they didn't want to come over to here. But I'm so fed up with Facebook that it's not funny. But back to it, when I was first, you know, 11 years ago or something, I wouldn't talk to you about God or nothing. I mean, if you brought it up, I'd tell you, yeah, I know Jesus and this, that, and the other. But, you know, I wouldn't give you scriptures or talk to you about the book of Enoch or anything. You know what I mean? I just wasn't that religious until I got it picked on about my crosses. And I started reading the Bible because I knew he gave me every herb-bearing seed. And not only did it say that, it said that he said that it was good. He gave us every herb-bearing seed and he saw that was good. So, you know, you can't pick and choose. But then when I found out about it being in the anointing oil, oh, heck yeah. I started diving into the Bible more. And when I really come back to religion is when I heard about the book of Enoch. Now, there's 3 books, 1, 2, and 3. I don't know about 2 and 3. I haven't got into them. I really don't care if I do or not. But it does talk about Enoch in the Bible and all. He didn't die. He was just rose to heaven. If you read the Bible, the Old Testaments and whatnot. Well, you got to wonder why they left Enoch out of the book of the Bible. You also got to wonder why they want to convince us we're on a spinning ball. I run a carnival ride called the Gravitron. It spun you around, stuck you to the wall like a bug, and I sat in the spinner in the center. Yeah, I mean, I sat 8-10 hours a day on a spinning object. No, we're not on a spinning ball. We're under a firmament, and it's probably flat because the Bible says that it's 4 corners. And on a round globe, they can't be 4 corners. And something just hit something the other day when they launched a rocket. Put on quite a light show in the middle of the day. So I started reading. And the book of Enoch told me about the giants. Told me about the Anunnaki. The fallen angels. Taught me everything that I always went, about. So, yeah. Yep. So then I decided, yep, I found my Lord and Savior, Yahshua. Y'all know him as Jesus. I know him as Yahshua. And the Father Yahweh. Yahshua paid a blood sin, and he's supposed to introduce me to Yahweh. I'll be in the book of life and go home. If I'm wrong, so be it. I'm a good person. I try and live the 10 Commandments every day. How's that wrong? No cheating, no stealing, no lying about each other. You know what I mean? Be kind to one another and help each other. That's what I try to do every day. So where could I be wrong on that? Am I throwing my life away? I don't think so. I don't. I think you call it karma, call it whatever you want. You're going to reap what you sow. If you do bad and evil in this life and stuff, I don't know, maybe you end up on a planet picking coal all day in the pits of hell to send energy to the new heaven. I have no idea, but I don't want to find out. I know 20 plus years ago when I used to do cocaine and not give a shit and whatnot and everything, I am so glad I'm not like that no more. Other than drinking beer for a couple of weeks, kind of fit in. Alcohol free for 5 years, tobacco free for 6 years, good cocaine free for over 20 years, and no patches, no rehab, none of that. The good Lord helped me walk away from all 3 of my addictions. But you gotta mean it when you ask him, and you gotta remember that a promise you make to him is a promise forever. It's not like a New Year's resolution. You know what I mean? Yeah. So probably shouldn't make promises to Yahweh unless you really, really intend to keep them. I got lucky on the cigarette one because when they first announced this pandemic 4 years ago, I was hauling ass from Graham, Texas to Colorado Springs to be with my family. And what did I do? And I hadn't smoked cigarettes in a couple of years. I picked up a couple packs of cigarettes because I love to smoke when I'm driving. And there's that little devil gave me an excuse. We all going to die anyway. You know, they was making the mass graves in New York and brought the big boat in and the semi-trailers and all that. So I smoked like a train them 2 days driving to Colorado. Man, I had a headache the whole 2 days. And it was that evening I got thinking about it right before prayer, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I had to ask the Father to really, really forgive me, give me one more chance. And he did. He did. After that, I haven't smoked another one. And that's been a while back. Oh, yeah. Well, he spoke through the burning bush, I think. Or spoke to it, through it, whatever. Oh, yeah. Cannabis can be traced back way, 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 way back. One of the coolest things that happened to me on my journey, though, was I had a deputy sheriff. Hang on. He didn't pull me over, but he did kind of follow me a couple of blocks. And when I pulled into the gas station to get gas, he parked over on the side and walked over and, said, can I talk to you a minute? And, at first I'm a little defensive, why, blah, blah. And I put my phone on Facebook Live. There's a whole lot of videos out in the world about me, and I like to go live. It's either a good cop attaboy or a bad cop no donut, depending on the situation. But, oh, shucks, I done lost the thought of which one I was talking about. There's just so damn many of them. Which one was I going to tell you about? I lost track of which one I was going to tell you about. There's so damn many of them. You just have to go watch the lives. That's the best way. Go on Facebook. You can go back 5 years. I do a live almost every day. Damn, which one was it? Sean, are you here? Help me out. Oh, the sheriff came up that to the. Oh, okay, yeah, absolutely. Now I remember. Thank you. It would have took me another couple minutes. Thank you. So I told him, sure, I ain't got no problem. And it was. We did like probably a 45-minute conversation, video, whatever. I was telling him about Henry Ford's hemp car that run on hemp fuel. Fake news is really called yellow journalism. When Trump yells fake news, nah, yellow journalism. But they're not going to yell that because that would bring back the thoughts to us older people. It was really called yellow journalism. Look it up. Oh, shucks. That might be my cord there. I thought you was coming by in a car.
No, so that's what.
How much are you?
So
Everybody needs a little Jesus.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Wow, that's so cool. The guy brought me. Hi. Thank you so much. I got my 30 amp plug. It's cool. You talk about people helping people. I live in a great community here in Black Canyon, Arizona. And of course we have legal cannabis here. Now, we didn't back when I first started out. We didn't have legal cannabis. But that was back in 2014 when I first hit the road. A couple years later, they got it. I like to think that I had a little bit of help in that health changing. Let me get back inside and I'll try and finish that story up. So after about a good 40 minutes of conversation, I looked at him and I said, I bet you don't even know what Abraham's favorite thing to do was on his front porch was. And he said, no, I don't. But I got a feeling you're going to tell me smoking marijuana. And I said, I don't have to. Google will. And he said, I know it won't. I'm like, Google will. So he walked over around the RV and reached in his patrol car, the sheriff car, and come back and walk over to me. And he holds it up and he says, what was Abraham Lincoln's favorite thing to do on his front porch? And he about fell over when it said, sitting in his swing, smoking a pipe full of sweet hemp and playing the harmonica. I mean, it was a good and great video. I have a lot of good, great videos with cops. I got a few bad ones. But there's good, bad, and everything. Thank God we got a lot more good cops than bad ones. They just don't want to. I haven't found one that wants to have justice for the things I need. But of course, my cases I need the cops for is federal. And I haven't found a good federal one yet. Oh, bro, look at that should tell you how old school I am. Oh, hang on. Somebody else just brought me a plug. Doggone, let me go around the corner here. Doggone it. I don't see a car here. Might be somebody playing with me. It could be somebody that's seen my message and just was playing with me. Little did they know someone just delivered me the plug. It wouldn't surprise me. I have these trolls that try and do mean things, but see, God takes care of me. That would have been a cruel joke to tell me to come up here and they're dropping me off a plug and stuff, right? I kind of wondered when I got the message why I was supposed to meet them here. No big deal. Where they say that they are is in this parking lot, and that's where I am, so it's not like I had to go out of my way. At least they didn't waste the cops' time this time. And I probably know a fake profile now. Hang on a minute. I just told him I was just giving one. So if he ain't left his house yet, that's cool. He's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, I thought it was you. That's so cool. I could have had another one. But I don't like to, take advantage of generosity from people. That's why when people make a donation, I like to put a decal, a sticker, or let them tag the motorhome or something. I've always done that. When I'm on the road, I make t-shirts. Well, it wasn't a joke, so I thought maybe that was the trolls doing a joke, but nope. 2 people actually answered my cry today. That's pretty cool. I could have done it yesterday, but Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook had his panties in a twist, and he restricted my account for a couple of days on group post, and my trolls ended up doing that somehow. I don't know why, but it was for a comment about cannabis. I was supposed to have eye surgery on Tuesday, and Monday I made a post, hey, can any of my friends give me $20 on my Cash App so I can get some medicine on the way home, or cannabis medicine or something like that on the way home? And I got violated, and they wouldn't accept the pill and threw me off group chats for a couple of days and stuff, so I couldn't ask nobody for this cord when I needed it. But look how good everything works out. Oh, Texas, heck. What part of Texas? If you Google me, you'll find if you go back as far as 2018 or 19, I forget. I was late breaking news in Lubbock, Texas, and I was the lead news story in Amarillo. Well, under federal law, now under state law, a lot of states will let people have cannabis, like Arizona. Under state law, you can have a gun. You can have firearms. Same with Colorado, a lot of states. But that's state law. Me, I want federal law changed. I'm happy with state laws. If a state itself wants to make a law, cool. That means I can go to, 49 others, whatever. Right? But if you do it federally and it's still legal in all them states, I got a problem with it. Like Idaho. Even if cannabis becomes, out of the federal control at all, which it should be, they'll probably never legalize it there. And no big deal. The people that want to enjoy pot just move the hell out of there. They realize they'll never change it, and all the other states have it, and whatever. Hang on a sec, I gotta answer this. What is the customer that's been signing? I'll answer that when I didn't answer. See what that message actually was. Oh, I'm so happy. I can put my plug together, and things will be all right. We'll have our heat and everything, and that's exactly what I needed. Exactly. Woohoo! He wouldn't take no money, so I always in my pocket have a little Jesus. So I didn't know until he was driving away. He had a little kid in the back of the truck, but I told him, I said, "Well, you at least got to take this," and hand him a little Jesus, So pretty cool. What part of Texas are you from, or in, or whatever? Please don't tell me it's Graham, Texas. Oh, well. Anybody else? Questions, comments, concerns? Even complaints are welcome. I know how to ignore them or whatever. Normally, I don't get many complaints. I try not to do anything to... Now, when I'm on the road, yeah. Sometimes that does happen. Somebody won't like where I park too close to their store or their bar or their funeral home or whatever, and it's legal parking, get over it. Now, I never did that to school or nothing, but a funeral home, hell yeah, you got a big ass parking lot. If that ain't enough, well, park one space behind. And the person that everybody's coming to see, they don't care. That happened in Emporia, Kansas, if I remember right. What's up, Jack? Well, I guess it's time for me to go. I'll go ahead and get my electrical cord fixed up and stuff so I can get everything else done. Let me get out of here. Please join me tomorrow, 4:20, same time. If you want to find me on Facebook, look up my legal name, FOURTWENTYJIM, 420 Jim. That's my name on Facebook too. It took me 3.5 years and the threat of suing Mark to get my legal name on Facebook. That's how bad it is. But friends, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. If we try, we can all get along. Jack, Lilu, my fur babies love you. I love you, and Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow or tonight on Facebook. Peace out.